Alrighty. Let's talk about the wild card at corner in this draft.
Wild card.
Wild thing. Boom, boom,
Bum,
boom,
bum,
boom. Like Charlie Sheen coming out of the dugout. Darian Porter out of Iowa State. And first off, I got to give a little props to Iowa State because I feel like they've gotten more prospects this year than they have in past years. I feel like we've talked a lot about Iowa State people. So kudos to Iowa State. Outside corner, 6'4", 200 pounds. Perfect size. Absolutely perfect. 24 years old. Went to high school in Bettendorf, Iowa. Never heard of Bettendorf, Iowa. We did not do the rundown like we did for Niceville, Florida, because the name's not as cool. This past year, 12 games, 18 tackles, 2 tackles for loss, 3 interceptions, 2 passes deflected, and the 79.4 PFF. He is a former wide receiver, which is always something I like seeing in corners to that point because they kind of understand how this other side plays and it helps them. He was also almost primarily a special teamer until this past year. This is probably the toughest guy to evaluate in this entire draft, guys, because we literally have under 400 coverage snaps of him his entire college career. Like, you can literally sit down for like an hour and a half and watch every snap he ever covered somebody at. Like, that's how light his experience levels are. The only reason that he is as a guy that you're talking about in this, realm of being potentially a day 2 pick, because I think that's what he's going to be, is because of his combine. And you all know my thoughts on the combine. Underwear Olympics. I do definitely come from the Bill Parcells school as far as that. I do not trust the combine. But this kid had absolutely impressive combine numbers. Really was a 4.3 40. Like, it's insane how athletic he is. And because of that, someone's going to take him and say, I can develop this kid. He's got tools you can't fix. Here's the biggest thing I have an issue with, though. He played at Iowa State. Now, let's not be mean. Iowa State is a legitimate college. It's not the Phoenix, but it's a legit college.
Christian Tech University.
But I wouldn't sit there and say Iowa State is a top-tier school for football. I think that's a fair statement to say, Rob, right? Am I crazy? Or
pretty fair. I mean, you're not talking about like an Oregon or Ohio.
Yeah, but I'm going to say, you're not even talking about a Purdue.
Yeah.
It's just not that level. It's, with the Miami of Ohio's kind of team, you know what I mean? Like, it's just not a big school like that. And now you get a kid who literally couldn't even get on the field until his senior year. Again, he was converted from wide receiver. So I don't know how much I want to. Was he trying to hold on to wide receiver too much? Was he, I mean, there's things that you and I are not going to know because flat out we're not Iowa State football fans. And there's only so much time I can spend on one prospect. But there's some question marks here when you got somebody who's literally was showing you that he can do good things in special teams, and yet he doesn't get a chance to actually start until his senior year at corner. Oh, yeah, and he's 24 years old. I think I would take that more of a kid who's like 20, 21. He probably should have stayed in the college one more year, but he didn't. So let me look at him from prospect of what can we develop him into. He's 24 years old. When you do spend a year or two developing him, he's going to be 25, 26 years old, then getting a chance to play.
He's one of those older kids coming out. He's one of those Kobe kids.
He is. And that's the problem. That's the problem I have. He's a boomer bust pick, guys, point blank. He's going to be one of two things, either a steal and a starter or a guy that's out of the league in a couple years. There is no in between for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's hard for me to get excited about that kind of pick. Like, if the Giants picked him, I would not be very happy. I don't think at his age and his level of development he needs, it's a high level of probability he's going to be good. So,
if you like that clip, then you will love the full episodes too. Find us on your favorite podcast app and look for us on all your favorite social media platforms.
Thanks so much.
Please, I'm begging you. Please subscribe.